Hey everyone, it's Lena. I'm back. We're back from vacation and we had a wonderful time in Nebraska, but it is so good to be home. It was nice sleeping in our own beds and Patrick slept wonderful. In fact, William is still upstairs sleeping. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys all a TTC update. I am currently cycle day 6. AF actually came a week early, which was really odd. Usually I'm either late in my cycle or I'm just a normal 31-day cycle girl. Normally I'm 31 days with ovulation right around cycle day 15 to 17, and then I usually have a 14-day luteal phase. Well, saying hi? Patrick is learning to spoon feed himself, so we're practicing on that right now. So anyway, my period came a week early and I actually had like a normal 28-day cycle. So if you look at, the norm, it was normal, just not normal for me. And it was kind of weird because I started spotting a few days early and I'm like, oh, this could possibly be implantation spotting because we tried to BD right when my husband arrived in Nebraska because that was right on my ovulation time. So I was a little optimistic, but I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen. So anyway, it came early. So right now we're trying for an April 1st baby. I guess that's what the cycle would be, because I don't know about you guys, but after I figure out my cycle every month, I always look and see when the due date would be possibly. So if we conceive this month, we'll have an April 1st baby, which would be about a week after Patrick's second birthday. So it would be, it's perfect. So we'll see what happens. I have to go buy a new body basal thermometer because the one I used with Patrick isn't working, and so I have to buy that and some OPKs. I'm still kind of hesitant I don't know if I'm going to take them or not. I am signed back on Fertility Friend. So we'll see what happens. I used Fertility Friend for 6 months, and I did see a lot of repetition every month with my cycle, so I pretty much know my body. But coming from having Patrick and nursing him for almost 10 months, I just want to make sure that my cycle is where it needs to be. So I'm going to be charting. I am not going to let my husband know when I'm ovulating or any of that nature, just because I really don't think, he needs to know, because I think it puts a lot of stress on him and it kind of takes the fun out of it, if you know what I mean. And so me having to kind of initiate a BD session is kind of hard for me because I'm not one to initiate. And so I have to try to be a little creative, I guess, just because I think with Patrick, we made TTC more of a job than, and it was taking out the real meaning of, the reasoning behind making a baby is not just a job. It's, sharing the love between two people. And so he won't know. And so that's kind of what's going on. I feel good. I'm going to like I said, I'm not going to be buying out, I'm a big peeing on a stick addict. And so I'm going to try really hard not to buy pregnancy tests unless I'm late. And I know that's going to be kind of hard for me because, like I said, it's always exciting and fun. Is it going to be negative or is it going to be positive? And so I'm kind of just, like I said, I'm optimistic about everything, but we're just going to go with the flow. And if it doesn't happen this month, it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen next month, it doesn't, I'll just not try and worry until we're at least 6 months of trying with no success again. And then maybe I'll start worrying. But we just want to add an addition to our family. And also, with that said, I've had a lot of people ask me, so are you going to try for a girl this time? And my response to them is, well, no, we're going to try for a healthy baby. I honestly could care less what the gender is to me. I would be happy with another boy. I'd be very happy with a girl. I just want a healthy baby, and that's really the only thing that matters to me. So, yeah. So, yes, we're trying for a baby. If we have a girl, that'd be exciting. But if we have another little boy, I would be excited too, because I love being a mommy of 2 boys. It's amazing. And, I may be dealing with a lot of energetic children and kids that, my boys climb on everything and they're a little hyper, but it's fun. They keep me on my toes. And so I would be happy with either. And so yeah, I'm kind of just getting that on the table now in case any of you guys were wondering. I'm trying to think what else is, I really need to start writing things down, y'all. Like seriously. I think that's pretty much it. As soon as I get my chart going, I don't temp until the last day of my cycle. So I'll probably start testing or temping around tomorrow or the next day, just because with me, AF kind of screws with my temperatures. And so I don't temp for like the first 6 or 7 days. So as soon as I get going on my temps, I'll post a link to my fertility friend chart. I'm not really doing anything different besides just testing for ovulation. Like I said, I'm still up in the air about that. Temping and, checking for the obvious, which is ovulation pains and cervical mucus change and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be doing pre-seed or anything like that. Like I said, I didn't use that to conceive Patrick, so I really don't see the need to use it this time. Again, progesterone with me, in case many of you don't know, I do have a little bit of progesterone deficiency when it comes to pregnancy. I actually have, with William, he was almost a miscarriage. So with him at 5 weeks pregnant, I found out my progesterone was only like an 8. And so he was a threatened miscarriage, so I had to go on suppositories. And then with Patrick's pregnancy, it was right around a 15. And of course, they want everything above a 10, but 10 is like baseline, like low, like they don't want you to go below 10, but they would like to see you at least above a 15. So I was kind of on the border. And so again, I was put on progesterone suppositories with Patrick. And so, yeah, but honestly, I have a pretty normal luteal phase except for this month because it was kind of, it was only like 8 days. But yeah, so that's the deal with me. So hopefully, like I said, I'm not worried about getting pregnant. It's, having the progesterone during pregnancy that, it worries me, I guess. But what else? I am hoping, crossing my fingers, I find, or at least my doctor told me I have a really strong uterus. In fact, like he said, I could have, 5, 6, 7 babies, which is kind of unheard of, the fact that I've had 2 C-sections. And so with that said, I'm going to try and attempt a VBAC after 2 cesareans, which is, you don't really hear about it, but I'm actually going to contact my local ICANN chapter and get some support that way. Just because with this being our last baby, I would really, really like to at least try to have a normal, unmedicated vaginal birth. So I'm hoping that happens. We'll probably talk repeat C-section if I hadn't gone into labor by 41 weeks. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm shooting for that this time around. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say with this update. I'll probably only do maybe 2 to 3 TTC updates a month. Probably right at the beginning of the cycle, probably mid-cycle, and then kind of how my temps are going at the end of the cycle. I guess if you see a 3rd TTC update, then you know that I'm not pregnant. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. The boys are good. Patrick's 15 months and William's 4, and I have to get them in for their well checks. And as soon as I get their well checks, I'll come in and give you all an update about how they're doing. As you can see, Patrick's doing good. Can you say hi? Yeah, you're eating yogurt. Yeah, that's yogurt. But anyway, we're doing really good, and I'm glad to be back, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.